Hello, viewers of National Television. Welcome to this English news edition of Fabian News here at Top Stories. 1,650 tons of malls were loaded onto container trucks this Tuesday for export to the Chinese market. The Minister of Mineral Resources, Hassan Kibeya, stated that this activity must always be conducted with complete transparency. Those are the headline details now. The Secretary General of the CNDD Party, Reverend Kurio, is continuing his visits to various communes across the country. This Tuesday, he met with administrative and party officials from the highest levels of government to commune of Mugere. The CNDD Secretary General urged them to become more involved in development activities and to better organize their household. Jivan Daishimi for more details.
Mugere has been the sixth commune visited by the Secretary General of the CNDD-FDD party during his tour across the 11 communes of Bujumbura province. In Mugere commune, Reverien de Curio was accompanied by national secretaries in charge of the party's various departments. Longe Hakizimana, the party's secretary in Mugere commune, presented the main achievements carried out by the local leadership. These include the planting of avocado and the coffee trees as part of long-term agricultural development strategy. He also indicated that roads linking the different zones are currently being opened to facilitate the implementation of the Regideso Rural Electrification Project, which aims to supply electricity to 95 hills overlooking the city of Bujumbura. Plans are also underway to construct houses for former combatants and the widows of former combatants. In addition, a 3-hectare demonstration field will be developed in Iramba zone, and the support will be provided for the construction of a new and expanded communal office building. Servant of God Kravenda Isenga delivered a teaching on leadership, urging leaders to demonstrate humility, serve others, show patience, devote time to dialogue with those under their responsibility. For his part, the Secretary General of the CNDD-FDD party called on local leaders to avoid divisions and the committee to development, particularly by increasing the production of export crops such as coffee, avocado and tea, rather than relying on foreign aid. He also encouraged the population to strengthen household stability, ensure proper child education, and thus secure a better future for the country. Mugere commune thus becomes 16th commune visited by the Secretary General of the CNDD-FDD party in his nationwide tour across all the country's communes.
As I said, the shipment of 650 tons of minerals was loaded into container trucks on Tuesday for export to the Chinese market. According to the Minister of Mineral Resources, Hassan Kibeya, these are exported activity initiated by President Evariste Ndayishimiye must always be continued with complete transparency. RC already come for more details.
Transparency in Mineral Sector Management, launched on 7th of October 2025 by the head of state Evariste Ndayishimiye, has gone on this Tuesday. 650 tons of minerals were transported in 25 lorries for export in China. As has said Dr. Kibeya Hassan, Minister of Energy, those minerals are made of lithium and titan. He also said that there are other 206 tons of agate and pearl in storage, and almost 50 tons of jasper, and almost 55 tons of green colt, and almost 104 tons of lithium that are in storage, and almost 250 tons of amethyst that are in storage. He said that the latter will be exported by next week. He added that minerals exploitation didn't end. He then encouraged youth cooperatives to continue extracting and to follow the guidelines of the head of state Evariste Ndayishimiye. He ended saying that other minerals sites are being discovered and the market so to reach the right level of production and exportation.
Minister Damien Yonkuru, responsible for infrastructure, and the Burundian delegation in charge of coordinating the Uvinza Musongati section of the multinational railway project began a 5-day familiarization and experience sharing visit to the Tanzania Railways Corporation in the United Republic of Tanzania on Monday. Minister Yonkuru stated that they have reached an agreement with those who will be implementing the Uvinza Musongati railway project, and that Burundi is doing everything possible to fulfill all its obligations. Details with Marisimo Higwe.
During this visit carried out by the Minister for Infrastructure, Social Housing, Transport and Equipment, Damien Yonkuru, he was first received in the office by the head of the Tanzanian agency in charge of railway affairs, Tanzania Railways Corporation. At the end of this meeting, Minister Damien Yonkuru had another meeting in Dar es Salaam with the stakeholders and the contractors involved in the railway project for Uvinza Musongati section, as well as officials responsible for coordination and project partners. During this meeting, participants examined in detail various actions to be undertaken to ensure the successful implementation of this project. The Chinese consortium of companies responsible for executing the project requested the Burundian government to grant tax exemptions on equipment intended for this infrastructure. On this matter, the representative of Burundi asked the consortium to consult with the company that awarded them the contract so that it can submit a formal request to the competent authorities in accordance with the regulations in force. Speaking afterwards, Minister Damien Yonkuru said he was satisfied with the progress of the discussions and indicated that on the Burundian side, part of the funding promised by the country for this project has already been paid, while the remaining obligations could be settled following this meeting. Minister Damien Yonkuru and his delegation also visited the Standard Gauge Railway, Tanzania, Dar es Salaam.
And it is happening here in Bujumbura, a meeting gathering Burundian police and the DRC police so as to reinforce security between the two countries. Details in the following report read by Jivanda Ishimie.
Security along the border between Burundi and the Democratic Republic of Congo is a shared responsibility that requires joint commitment from both countries. It is within this framework that representatives of the police forces of Burundi and the Democratic Republic of Congo met to jointly examine ways of strengthening security through the fight against cross-border crime, trafficking, and the threats posed by armed groups, as well as improving the monitoring of the movement of people and the goods and combating other forms of criminal activities. The representative of the Chief of Police of DRC stated that this meeting would foster operational synergy and harmonize working mechanism, particularly information and intelligence sharing mechanism, while strengthening mutual trust between unity of the Police Nationale Congolaise and the Police Nationale de Burundi. For his part, Emmanuel Ndayiziga emphasized that this technical meeting aimed at reinforcing security cooperation would help achieve specific objectives, including strengthening border control mechanism and eradicating criminal activities. He further indicated that the meeting seeks to achieve ambitious, specific objectives, notably the development of cross-border cooperation between Burundi and the DRC, focused on security, justice, and local economic development, the reinforcement of border control mechanism, and the improved traceability of criminal flows to curb transnational threats. It will also facilitate the implementation of joint operations between the two countries' security forces. This workshop will last 4 days.
And the residents of working in the Nyarusange district capital of Gitega province are thanking the government of Burundi for the electrification they have received. They say that the arrival of electricity has accelerated development and allowed them to increase their working hours and income. Dieudonné Ndachaisawa.
It's a huge relief for residents of Nyarusange, zone of Gishubi Kremlin, Gitega province, following the arrival of electricity in the area. They praised the government's efforts, describing them as decisive in improving their living conditions. The electrification of the area marks a major turning point and paves the way for development of income-generating activities. They emphasized. A local barber who was interviewed testified that since the installation of the power line, his business has experienced significant growth. His equipment is now protected, has been able to extend his working hours, and as a result, substantially increase his daily earnings. On the ground, we also observed the emergency of new services, notably the establishment of public secretarial offices made possible by access to electricity. These initiatives not only help to boost the local economy, but also increase communal revenues through taxes. Residents also welcomed the installation of street lights, which has enhanced security and encouraged the development of nighttime activities. Finally, they expressed their gratitude to the communal administration for its supporting the allocating local revenues to finance development projects, particularly the construction of public buildings.
We'll end off this news edition. Thank you for being with us. Keep watching our programs. See you tomorrow this hour.